Mandal. Today we are going to discuss about the physical and chemical properties of alcohols. Yeah, generally the alcohol exhibits hydrogen bonding. That's what alcohols possess high melting point, boiling point, and solubility. As alcohols containing hydrogen bonding, these molecules possess high melting point and boiling point and solubility. Here, uh, hydrogen bond. Weak electrostatic attractive force to be developed between hydrogen and highly electronegative atom is called hydrogen bond. Weak electrostatic attractive force to be developed between the hydrogen and highly electronegative atom is called hydrogen bond. Here highly electronegative atoms are fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen and chlorine etc. Here the hydrogen attached these atoms are formed hydrogen bond with other atoms. So these are the highly electronegative atoms, and we will see examples of hydrogen bondings. And here the hydrogen bonds are two types. Here this is the O highly electronegative atom. This O electronegative atom can make the electrostatic attractive force with hydrogen. So this hydrogen must be attached with highly electronegative atoms, then only the hydrogen bond is formed. Here also FH. Here F is a highly electronegative atoms. So this highly electronegative atom can form electrostatic attractive force with hydrogen. This hydrogen must be attached with highly electronegative atom, other highly electronegative atoms. So NH, CLS. These are the example for the hydrogen bonding structure. Now, here the main condition for the hydrogen bonding is the hydrogen which is attached highly electronegative atom is the main criteria for the forming hydrogen bonds. Here now types of hydrogen bonds. Here generally we have two types of hydrogen bonds: intermolecular hydrogen bond and intramolecular hydrogen bond. Intermolecular hydrogen bond and intramolecular hydrogen bond. Now we will discuss the intermolecular hydrogen bond. The hydrogen bond which is found between the two same or different molecule is called intermolecular hydrogen bond. The hydrogen bond which is formed between the two same or different molecules is called intermolecular hydrogen bond. For example, here this is alcohol. ROH is alcohol. Here oxygen is a highly electronegative atom. This hydrogen is attached with this oxygen, and this is another alcohol. Here what is intermolecular hydrogen bond? The hydrogen bond which is formed between the two same. This is and this is are same. So two same are different. Here this is alcohol, this is water. So here this oxygen is a highly electronegative atom. So this oxygen can form the electrostatic attractive force with hydrogen. This hydrogen is already attached to the highly electronegative atom. So here hydrogen bond is formed between oxygen and this hydrogen. Here this hydrogen also can form hydrogen bond with other highly electronegative atom, isn't it? See here, this is alcohol, this is water. Here in the water molecule hydrogen is there. This hydrogen can form a hydrogen bond with oxygen from the alcohol. Here this is a highly electronegative atom, and this hydrogen is attached with highly electronegative atoms. Here the bond is formed. The electrostatic attractive force is developed between this oxygen and this hydrogen. So this is the example for the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. The hydrogen bond which is formed between the two same or two different molecules is called intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Now coming to the intramolecular hydrogen bond. The hydrogen bond which is present within the molecule is called intramolecular hydrogen bond. The hydrogen bond which is formed within the molecule is called intramolecular hydrogen bonds. Here the both OH are present on the same molecule or same benzene ring. Here one hydrogen is attached with highly electronegative atom and another atom is also highly electronegative atom. The hydrogen bond is found between the hydrogen and highly electronegative atom is called hydrogen bonds. Here both are happened within the molecule. That's what we call this is the intramolecular hydrogen bond. That's what we call this is the intramolecular hydrogen bond. Here the condition for the intramolecular hydrogen bond is the substrate must be in conjugation. The substrate must be in conjugation. Here OH, here also double bond is there. OH. These three are in conjugation. See another example. This is the resorcinol. This is catechol. A catechol. Catechol is a conjugation. That's what it exhibits intramolecular hydrogen bond. Here is a resorcinol. Here there is no conjugation between the two hydroxy groups. That's what doesn't exhibit intramolecular hydrogen bond. It exhibits intermolecular hydrogen bond, but doesn't exhibit intramolecular hydrogen bond because substances are not adjacent. So intra is not possible. Intermolecular hydrogen bond is possible. For example, we see another in orthotoluidine. In orthotoluidine, we will see what type of hydrogen bonding is present. Here orthotoluidine, here CH3NH2, here NH2, here nitrogen is a highly electronegative atom and here this hydrogen is attached with this nitrogen, and here this, if to form hydrogen bond, this hydrogen will definitely make hydrogen bond with other electronegative atoms. Here there is no electronegative atom here. CH bond is there. CH is a not electronegative atom. Carbon is not a electronegative atom. That's what here are the intramolecular hydrogen bond is not possible here. Yeah, see here, same. So this orthotoluidine can make the bonds inter-hydrogen bonding only. We will see another example. Orthotolualdehyde. Orthotolualdehyde. Here COHCH3. Here there is no hydrogen which is not capable for forming hydrogen bonding. Here the hydrogen bonding is hydrogen bond is equal to intermolecular hydrogen bonds, because here this orthotolualdehyde can form intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Now applications of hydrogen bonds. Here bond energy of hydrogen bond is 2 to 10 kilocalorie per mole. The bond energy of hydrogen bond is 2 to 10 kilocalorie per mole. Here the melting point, boiling point and solubility is more due to hydrogen bonding. The substance which is present hydrogen bonds exhibits more melting point, boiling point and solubility. The substance, the structure of the molecules which is having hydrogen bonding exhibits or possess more melting point and boiling point and solubility. Now coming to the BP, boiling points. Here the ethanol can exhibit more boiling point than ether, because the ethanol exhibits hydrogen bond, isn't it? Solubility. Here the ethanol exhibits more solubility than thiol, because in thiol no hydrogen bonding is there. Because here hydrogen is not attached with electronegative atom. Here in this ethanol, the hydrogen attached with more electronegative atom. That's what this ethanol can exhibit hydrogen bonding. This thiol doesn't exhibit hydrogen bonding. Molecules having intermolecular hydrogen bonding exhibits high melting and boiling point and solubility than isomeric molecules having intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Here molecules having intermolecular hydrogen bonding exhibit high molecular melting point and boiling point and solubility than isomeric molecules having intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Here you see example. melting point solubility. Here this molecules possess intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Here intermolecular hydrogen bonding. The melting point and solubility of these two, when we see, the intermolecular hydrogen bonding is possess more melting point solubility, because intra, within the molecule they form hydrogen bonding. Here in inter, the two molecules are different molecules can form intermolecular hydrogen bonding. That's what the solubility and melting point is increases here. Here now coming to the boiling points. Boiling point also, the substance which is possess intermolecular hydrogen bonding can exhibit more boiling point than intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay. Yeah. Now coming to the volatility, steam volatility. Steam volatility is inversely proportional to boiling point. Here volatility is inversely proportional to boiling point. Steam volatility is inversely proportional to boiling point. Here hydroxybenzaldehyde, orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, para-hydroxybenzaldehydes. In these two, the para-hydroxybenzaldehyde possesses less steam volatility than orthohydroxybenzaldehyde, because the steam volatility is inversely proportional to boiling point. Steam volatility is inversely proportional to boiling points. This is about the hydrogen bonding. Now coming to the chemical properties. Here the general formula of alcohol is ROH. Here you see in the chemical properties we see two types of reaction involving OH bond fission and reaction involving ROH bond fission. Here now we will see reaction involving OH bond fission. Here acidic character and salt formation. Here alcohol on dissociation to gives alkoxide ions. This alkoxide ion, when we react with sodium to give sodium salt, or when we react with sodium hydrate to give sodium salt, react with sodium amine to give sodium salts. These are the here on dissociation of this alcohol to gives alkoxide ion and H plus ions. Here on dissociation, the strength of dissociation is depends upon the number of alkyl groups present on the alcohol. Here the number of alkyl groups present on the alcohol, number of alkyl groups increases on the alcohols, the acidity also decreases. The number of alkyl groups decreases on the alcohol, then acidity increases. That's what the primary alkoxide ion is more acidic than secondary is more acidic than tertiary, because here the R is a plus I groups. When we attach these plus I groups to the oxide ion, here the oxide ion itself a electron surplus moiety, and this moiety again attached with alkyl groups. These alkyl groups can donate electron. That's what the removal of H plus ion is not possible easily. That's what the primary alcohol is more acidic than secondary, and secondary is more acidic than tertiary. This is the acidic character and salt formation of alcohol. Now coming to the ether formation. Here the alcohol, when you react with sodium metal to give sodium ethoxide and sodium alkoxide, and then sodium alkoxide again react with another molecules of alkyl halide to gives ether. Here the alcohol, when you react with sodium, the sodium to gives sodium alkoxide ion, this sodium alkoxide ion again react with alkyl halide to gives ether. Next reaction, esterification. Here the alcohol, when you react with acetic anhydride in the presence of pyridine to gives ester, or the alcohol when you react with acetyl chloride to gives ester. Alcohol when you react with acetyl chloride to gives ester. This is the esterification reaction. Now coming to the Grignard reagent. Reaction with Grignard reagent. Here the simply RMGX, alkyl magnesium halide, is called Grignard reagent. This Grignard reagent, when you react with alcohol to gives alkane and magnesium alkoxide halide. Here the Grignard reagent, when you react with ROH, alcohol, to gives alkane. Here by using alcohol with Grignard reagent, we can prepare The methane also here. Next reaction, oxidation, dehydrogenation. Oxidation is also called dehydrogenation. Now what is oxidation? The addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen is called oxidation. The addition of oxygen or the removal of hydrogen is called oxidation. This is also called dehydrogenation. Here R CH2OH alcohol, when you react with K2Cr2OH and potassium dichromate in the presence of acidic medium, it gives aldehyde by losing one hydrogen molecule to gives aldehyde. Or the same alcohol, when you react with copper in the presence of 300 degrees centigrade, to gives aldehyde. Alcohol, when you react with copper in the presence of 300 degrees centigrade, to gives aldehyde. By losing hydrogen molecule, it gives aldehyde. The secondary alcohols, when you react with potassium dichromate in the presence of acidic medium, to gives ketone. The same secondary alcohols, when you react with copper in the presence of 300 degrees centigrade, to gives ketone. So these are the chemical reactions with OH bond fusion. We will see another class remaining reaction involving RO bond fusion. Okay, we will meet again next class. About the reaction involving RO bond fusion, I will discuss about the reaction involving RO bond fusion. Here the bond dissociation taking place at this position, RO bond fusion. Bond dissociation is taking place here. Earlier one, the bond dissociation is taking place OH here. Now the reaction involving RO bond fusion. Here the first reaction is reaction with Lucas reagent. Zinc chloride in the presence of hydrochloric acid are called Lucas reagents, or the mixture of zinc chloride and hydrochloric acid is called Lucas reagent. The mixture of zinc chloride and hydrochloric acid is called Lucas reagents. By using Lucas reagent, we can distinguish primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols. By using Lucas reagent, we can distinguish primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols. Here the tertiary alcohols, when we react with Lucas reagent, to gives turbidity immediately, that is alkyl halides. Here the alkyl halide is obtained when we react tertiary alcohol with with Lucas reagent immediately. And the secondary alcohols, when we react with Lucas reagent, that is zinc chloride and hydrochloric acid, to gives turbidity after 5 minutes. And the primary alcohol, when we react with the Lucas reagent, to gives turbidity on warming. Now we will write the reaction also. Here we will write the reaction. Lucas reagents. The mixture of zinc chloride and HCl is called Lucas reagent. So here, by using Lucas reagent, we can distinguish the primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols. Here the tertiary alcohol, when we react with zinc chloride in the presence of HCl, to gives tertiary alkyl halide immediately, to gives turbidity immediately. Here the same, for example, CH3OH plus ZnCl2 in the presence of HCl, to gives CH3Cl. This product this turbidity is obtained immediately when we react with tertiary alcohol with Lucas reagents. Now these are the tertiary alcohol. Now coming to the secondary alcohol. Here the same secondary alcohol, when you react with Lucas reagent the presence of hydrochloric acid to give turbidity after 5 minutes. Turbidity is obtained after 5 minutes. Here secondary alcohol, when we react with Lucas reagent to give turbidity after 5 minutes. I will say an example. CH3 HOH. This is a secondary alcohol. This secondary alcohol, when we react with Lucas reagent ZnCl2 HCl to give turbidity after 5 minutes. Turbidity after 5 minutes. I will see another example, another reaction, that is primary alcohol. Here the primary alcohol, when we react with zinc chloride and hydrochloric acid to give RCl. Turbidity, in this case turbidity is obtained on warming. So by using this Lucas reagent, we can distinguish the primary, second, tertiary alcohols. By using this Lucas reagent, we can distinguish primary, second, tertiary alcohols. When we react the tertiary alcohol with Lucas reagent to get turbidity immediately. When we react secondary alcohol with Lucas reagent to get turbidity after 5 minutes. And the same primary alcohol, when we react the Lucas reagent to get turbidity on warming. So these are the Lucas reagents, reaction with Lucas reagents, and by using this Lucas reagent we can distinguish the primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols. This is the very important for your examination point of view. Okay. Now coming to the another reaction, that is elimination reaction. To undergo elimination reaction, the primary alcohols can react with concentrated sulfuric acid in the presence of high temperature to give alkene. Here, what is the condition for the elimination reactions of alcohol is concentration sulfuric acid and high temperature. Now we'll see one example here. To undergo elimination reaction of alcohols, the concentrated sulfuric acid and high temperature is required. Here the ethanol, when you react with con H2SO4 in the presence of 170 degrees centigrade to give alkene. Here the same, the tertiary alcohol, when you react with 20% sulfuric acid, the presence of 80 to 90 degrees centigrade, here you get butene, isobutene. Here the reactivity is like this order. Here the tertiary is more reactive than primary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol is more reactive than primary alcohols. So this is about the chemical and physical properties of alcohols. We will discuss another class, phenols. Phenols will discuss another class. Okay, bye. We will meet again tomorrow class.